All right, let's refresh our palate a little bit with a random encounter. So why don't you roll for us, Q?
Let's see. What do we want to roll here? So we're looking for 18. Got it. We need 18 or 19. Boom! Oh my gosh! Show him!
No, oh.
Oh, the power of Q.
What is it with you
The
being able
power
to
of
call
Q.
these shots, man? Welcome to Dice Junkies. I'm Xenodamus, and I have male pattern balding. And this is
Q, and I don't have it. But if you mention his male pattern balding, I'll come up on that stage and ruin my career.
Let's do a random encounter. Do I have random encounters even pulled up? Of course I don't, because I am not ready today. Man, we've been doing these cons, and I will tell you, they are mentally exhausting.
Well, also, it's the got to pack up all the equipment, the setup, and then take it there, then bring it back and set it back up. And, and I ain't helping. So, he's got to do it.
I noticed.
Last time I touched your camera equipment, you freaked out.
Well, that's true.
Because I broke a mic.
One of the reasons it took me so long to hook everything up today is I was trying to find pieces of my camera because they were just all over the place because apparently Q can't keep all the parts attached.
I stick them in the nearest hole when I get tired of carrying them. Just like, there's a hole in this bag. Here's a pocket. There might be one in one of your back pockets. You need to check. I don't know. I might have slipped it on you.
All right, let's do a random encounter. Why don't you roll for us, Q?
I can't reach.
Throw up the dice cam.
Gonna make me stretch.
Which one do you want? You want purple?
Purple, man. Royal purple, buddy. Like the lightsaber of Mace Windu, man. You got to go with that. And, of course, R.I.P. Prince.
Nat 20. Dude, this thing, I think it's been rolled twice. And I think both times.
I can't lose to him.
Let's see if this thing's
No,
broken.
not you.
Okay,
Please. You ain't us.
God dang
I can't
it.
lose to nobody.
All right, what you doing? Nat 20 is what? Pick
2 to
pick
14.
a topic from 2 to 14.
All right, that's about I gotta look through them. It's like
throw up the list here for you.
Oh, I don't think we changed out 13. We need to change that one out. Let's see. Trek Wars. Ooh, that's a good one. Oh, but that's fun. 11.
DJ rankings shooter games.
I'm curious about yours because you're our actual resident keyboard.
I was just talking about Max Payne. So,
well, yeah, you're our keyboard warrior. So I consider you our real OG shooter. Like, I broke in on Halo. I played Quake a little while back in the day, quit shooters, and then my first reintroduction was Halo. Then I got into them and played them since then. Yeah. And Blood Axe in the chat, man, you can pop yours up, type it in so we can see it. But, start us off. You're the real veteran. You've played a lot more than me.
Oh, shooters.
It is a ranking, which means you can do like top 3 or top 4.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to do a particular order, but I'm going to give you my top 5. Just not in a particular order because it's hard for me to place some above others. I will say the original Borderlands is in my top 5. I mean, when I originally played Borderlands, loved it. Other than that, of course, we've got Max Payne. I love that noir shooter, first bullet time. When it comes to like tournament stuff, I was big Unreal Tournament, so I got to throw in a tournament style shooter
Kitsune
game.
got me into those,
and Unreal was my favorite of those.
Okay.
And then just to go from there, I'll have to do the classic. Not so much Doom, but Quake. Man, when Quake first came out, I created a club, a computer club in my school because they were doing an IcyCon down on the coast, which was internet and computer convention, and it was the first year, but they were gonna have a Quake demo there, and so to be able to go down there, because I was in high school at the time, and so we created a computer club, did a fundraiser, got a teacher to sponsor us and help us raise money so we could go down to go play Quake.
That's awesome.
And drink Jolt Cola.
Well, you got one more. What's the last one?
And then when we got back to the school, we just demolished the club afterwards. We're like, oh, we don't care about this club anymore.
We played Quake.
We played Quake. We're done.
And number 5? Or fifth on the list?
Number 5, fifth shooter game would probably have to go to, oh, man, it is a hard one, but I will say the, oh, man.
Yeah, see, now you wish you had more than 5.
I know.
Like,
I'm like running through.
I thought you were filling it out really fast. I was like, man, if I had to pick 5 out of them, I was having a harder time.
Oh,
man. You completely ignored like all the big names, the COD and all that.
Yeah, I was never into those really. I will say I enjoyed the first Crisis.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting choice.
So I'll say Crisis. I like the whole suit mechanism, the sci-fi elements of it.
Oh, there's Blood Axes.
And it was fun. Blood Axe says Gears.
Borderlands.
Which, not surprising. Borderlands.
Halo. Call of Duty. Honorable mentioning Doom. That's a good one.
Yeah. I will say I didn't mention Halo, and the main reason I didn't mention Halo is because I wasn't sure if I enjoyed Halo as much as a shooter as I did just playing with friends, because I've played Halo recently, and to me, Halo means nothing to me without playing those large group friend
Me
battles.
and Kitsune played through every Halo game up to 4. Every game together, all the way up to Legendary. So that game holds a lot of significance. Just like Gears, I played with Blood Axe all the way up to 3. And so they go on the list. Halo, because Halo's why I play shooters now. I hated shooters. I was terrible at them because my experience with keyboard, I'm terrible with keyboard shooters. And I didn't know a controller could use it. And Halo came up really with the 2-stick concept. They made shooters a valid controller.
I would say Halo made controllers the shooter.
Yeah, it made it valid. So Halo's gonna go. I wasn't gonna rank them, but because it brought so many people and changed the game, I'll give it number 1 just for the groundbreaking importance to console shooters. Gears, amazing game that I played with my friends, cover shooter. Now, I have to take a moment, though, to put a couple on here that aren't multiplayer, because when it comes to the best Old West experience of shooting, friggin' Red Dead Redemption was an amazing Western game. I loved it. I had so much fun. It is like an incredible and it's a shooter. I mean, it's a Western. It's just shooting people constantly.
I gotcha.
It's not a first person. But you mentioned Max Payne and stuff, so I can say a third person. It, to me, is the penultimate Western shooter, without a doubt. If it came out on Game Pass, I'd be all over. I'd play it through all the way again. So that's 3. Those last 2, like you say, you get into a hard challenge because you're like, oh, man, I don't have a lot of slots left. So you're in there now. And I played a lot of Unreal with Kitsune. But I only played it because I was playing it. I'm in the same boat as you, where it's like I would never sit down and play it by itself.
Was there a solo Unreal though? I thought that's all Unreal was
probably.
Tournament.
I mean, there's a lot of different Unreal games. Like there was a bunch.
But I was thinking about Unreal Tournament. So.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't play with anyone else either. I played with kids today. Like it was fun to play with my friend. So I'm not gonna put on there. I played Call of Duty Black Ops. That was my first Call of Duty, and I gotta say that if you want to play a military shooter, it was incredible. I don't like military games. I prefer fantasy or Western or unrealistic. I don't like modern day military games, but Call of Duty was good. Black Ops. Call of Duty Black Ops was really, really good. None of the others caught my eye and made me want to play, but Call of Duty Black Ops was the best. It's a game that if you said, let's play some Call of Duty Black Ops, I'd be willing to play it now. It was really good. And I give it that just because I'm trying not to pick everything in the same genre.
Yeah.
And at number 5, oh boy. We did Halo. We did Gears. I can't almost put Borderlands in there because it's almost I don't play it because it's a shooter.
Well, yeah,
Like I almost don't play it because it's a shooter. It's a lot more going on there than being a shooter.
Well, yeah.
So it doesn't feel like a shooter to me. I know that's weird. So man, I mean, I guess we'll go old school with it. I did play Quake back in the day. I mean, it was the first real shooter
I was waiting for somebody.
Halo.
I figured somebody was going to mention 007. GoldenEye.
Never touched it.
Never touched GoldenEye.
Never touched GoldenEye.
Like it's a pretty iconic one.
And what it was is that there was a business down here actually where they had computer server rooms that you go pay and you get to play for a couple of hours.
Mm-hmm.
And I would play these big Quake games with all these people, and it got me my first taste of shooters.
Yeah.
But I didn't have the PC for it. That was the problem. Back then, PCs weren't as good, and I didn't have the money for it, so I didn't have the PC, which is why it took Halo to get me back into it. So, First one I ever played, and played like you did, where you get in a room and you play 4 straight friggin' hours of versus Quake. So there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you on that. The reason I mentioned GoldenEye is it is iconic, but yes, it is very hard to go back to. I've tried.
And see, I think if somebody set up some computers, I think I could go back and play some Quake.
Yeah.
I think I could. With people, like a big Quake tournament would be amusing as a retro tournament. Definitely can play some Gears. Definitely can play some Halo. Like every other game I mentioned, I would play again. That's the other factor. I'd play right now. So I can't put anything on a list. For example, I tried to play Borderlands 2. Me and Bloodaxe played around with some retro Borderlands 2. It was you could feel all the things that were missing from Borderlands 3 a lot. And that was why I was like, that game doesn't go backwards very well. There you go.
All right.
That was a good one, man. I'm glad I picked that. That's a fun little talk.
Yeah.
And we're all over the dang place.
Yeah, well, we're definitely all over the place.
Well, me and Bloodaxe had most of the same.
I'm getting my screens mixed up. Here we go.
You guys and your Doom.
Well, Bloodaxe says he doesn't consider Doom a shooter, so.
Well, it depends on which Doom he's talking about. You do almost as much melee in the new Dooms, man. You're ripping heads off. It's like shooter meets grappler. Let's make fun of somebody that isn't Will Smith. He's trying, but he can't get any attention, dude. He's overshadowed. We know who the bigger celebrity is.
All right. Thanks, guys, for watching. Be sure to check us out every Sunday at 3:30 live on Twitch.
3:30-ish.
3:30-ish. You can go to Dicejunkies.com where you can find links to everywhere we can be found.
Really? We got links on our site now?
We've always had links on our site.
Oh.
I say this every week at the end of our show.
That doesn't mean you've been updating the site.
I mean, the links haven't changed. We've had the same links for years now.
Oh, does that mean they can find Damian Fleece through those links?
I mean, they can find everything Dice Junkies related, and that would include our YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, podcast, all that good stuff. I've brought the podcast back up. It is also now on SoundCloud for people who use SoundCloud. So all that good stuff.
You can see our convention coverage. You know, we've been going to the cons. We've got videos up. We've been doing the thumbnails and the interviews and all the YouTube-y things.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. As every week,
we hope you enjoy.
Just the player, just the player, just the player, play the damn game.
Oh, golly. All right.
That was a palate cleanser. That was something else.
Yep.
I still can't believe I rolled an 18 on command. That is incredible.
You roll things on command all the time. I don't know how you managed to pull it off.
You must appease the dice gods.
But, apparently you have a connection with the dice gods that not many of us do.